Last time I saw you, we was in Colombia.
What are the odds that two dudes from the crack era of Brooklyn were hanging out in Colombia, but hip hop made it happen, right?
Yeah, and it was crazy too. It was crazy.
So, Jeru, it's an honor to have you here. This is Showoff Your Gems. Not only are you're gonna be dropping gems, but you're also gonna be showing us some gems. And I have a roll of these. You know, I have a couple of them that I still have in the stash. Of course, I got your vinyl and stuff like that. But when they released your first project on Payday, they had a soap associated to it, right?
Right, the black soap.
The black soap. And so there was a beautiful time of this era where there was all these promotional items, you know, and the black soap. Right. It was like folklore, like, bro.
Right, yeah, that was my idea because I used to use it a lot. So I was like, yo, it'd be dope if we put the logo on it. It was actually the same. I was like, you know what? Let's put the logo on it. It's come clean. You know, let's do that. Yeah, that's what's up. Those stickers that took me back. And it's crazy because today is the
28th.
The 28th anniversary of the Daily Operation album, which actually gave me my start. So you know, like I'm out here in Germany, so like any memorabilia, most of the stuff I have is in my mom's basement back at the crib. But I got two things,
That's
and
cool.
These things are
so hold
they
on,
may be
before you even run through that.
Go ahead.
So you know, you're a young dude coming up, and one fact that I read, and I've talked to you about it, but I want to, you know, entertain the people, is regarding you working at a fast food place at McDonald's with who of the Wu-Tang Clan?
Master Killer.
So
Master Killer. That was that had to be like 85, 84, something like that. We were kids, but I grew up with Master Killer, Jamel. That's my brother. A lot of people don't know. I grew up with, I used to hang out with RZA and GZA before Wu-Tang Clan. Before the RZA actually, when he came up with the concept, he shared it with us first. Like, we were some of the first dudes he shared it with. It was me, True Master, Master Killer, my man Afu, my man Shay, Sid, my man Ash, and he was like, yo, God, I'm saying I'm going to come with this cool and shit. You know how he told it, like, and we was actually watching Shaolin versus Wu-Tang at the time.
Okay.
We used to watch Kung Fu movies together. We used to sell books. I used to sell books. And so if you ever go on, and right now, if you go to New York, if you go to the Village in front of, I don't know if Urban Outfitters is still there, but there's some book tables out there. The first book table was ours. There was no book table there. It was me, True Master, my man Afu, and Master Killer used to come through, Jamel, the GZA, the RZA. We used to all hang out at the table and bill, sell books, and then after we used to do crazy stuff. And then during the week, we used to sell books on John Street in the Village. And then like after we would collect the books and stuff, we would go like down to the pier in the summertime in the pier over there in Brooklyn, and we would have kung fu fights and shit. we would make up styles and all that, yeah, you know. So those are brothers like Wu-Tang Clan. Those are my brothers. It's Master Killer, the GZA and the RZA especially. You know what I'm saying? Like, we spent a lot of time together in the '80s, hanging out. Those are my true brothers.
That's amazing. Now, to go back, control the mic like Fidel Castro. In Colombia, you told me something about your grandfather in Cuba. What was that?
Word. My grandfather, a lot of people don't know that my grandfather was born in Cuba. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, my pa's name's Ricardo. My grandfather's name's Jose. You know, como se dice, no que sí, hablando español, pero, you know, está en mi sangre.
Yeah.
So, por chica solo, you saw when I was out there, I do my little thing.
Yeah, it's not only appreciated, but it also is of the vernacular of the culture, the street you was raised in. You know, Brooklyn. You know, culture is so diverse.
Right, and you know, and it's like this. I'm a hustler. You know what I'm saying? On so many different levels. Nothing negative, in a positive way. So, you know, I'm going to speak whatever I'm at. You know what I'm saying? Like my Spanish, for instance, it's like a gun. I pull it out when I need it. You know what I'm saying? Same with my German and everything. Like, when I'm here, I use it out because, you know, you can have a great message. But if people can't understand you, then it's like not having nothing to say at all, you know?
For sure. And you're coming up, and you mentioned the daily operation 28 years ago. Did you know, Guru and Premier meet you as an MC? Were you a homie that kind of became an MC?
Well, I met. Now I've been an MC since I was born. You know what I'm saying? Like I was. This is something I was born to be. You know what I mean? And I like I said, I became an MC since I was born, and I've been an MC since I was born. And what happened is I knew a dude in high school, my man Shad, and his cousin used to run with Guru before Premier came around. Because you know it's different incarnations of Gang Starr. You know, of course, you have Big Suge and Guru, who originally started the Gang Starr. Then Suge got locked up, so Guru been doing his thing with a lot of different other dudes. You know what I'm saying? And my man Tommy Hill from the East, we went to high school together. My man Dat and my man Gus, they started hanging out with Guru through my man Shad. You know what I'm saying? That's where they met him, and they started hanging out with him, and that's how I came along and met the dude. But I never really hung with him or nothing like that. I started hanging out with them dudes after the Manifest video. So I guess that was 88, 89.
Oh yeah, you was in it. You was in it for some time.
I was in the Manifest video actually. Like, it's a little chubby kid. I had a big flat top, aqua shirt. I did a couple little 1-2 dance steps. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I've been rocking. Like, I've been rocking for a while with those dudes. You know, I've been an MC because my first demo that I did was at Firehouse Studios, and PF Cuttin produced it.
Salute PF.
Because I knew PF for a long time, like back in the days in like the 70s. My mom used to work for his pops. His pops had a Italian restaurant on Atlantic Avenue. It was named Leo's. He had pizzeria and Italian restaurant. My mom's worked in an Italian restaurant. Leo's Pizzeria and Leo's Restaurant on Atlantic, it was my block between Wyona and I think Bradford. I'm not sure the next block, but yeah.
That's beautiful. So then, I'm the Man happens, and you know when that happened. So I'm coming up with Tony at this time while he's doing mixtapes,
right?
And you know, Daily Operation comes out, and that specific song, because not only the variation of beats, but kind of like the way you just came in, you rap like you was 20 foot tall, you know what I mean? And it was
that beat was sick. I mean, like I remember you know, cause I was hanging around for years. Like I said, if you from the time I was hanging out to the time I got my first time to rhyme on the album was at least 5 years. It seemed like, now that I look back in time, it seemed like it took forever.
And I admire that.
Like,
I admire that.
It seemed like it took forever, you know, but I just played my position. A lot of people didn't even know that I could rhyme outside the crew. If you was outside the crew or you was out, you didn't know that I could rhyme.
No,
because, you know, we from a different era. You know, now it's the show me everything era. You know what I'm saying? But when I was coming up, you didn't talk too much about nothing you did.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just did it because you never knew, you know. No disrespect to anybody today or the youth or anything, but I mean, they're a little bit cottonelle. You know what I'm saying? They're a little bit softer than we were.
Now,
you know, we grew up in a rougher time.
Did you? Nothing like the crack era, bro. It was
nothing.
very tough.
Listen, it was so funny that I saw something that you said, and when they was first talking about the corona and all that shit, and that's what I said that same shit to somebody a couple days. I was like, yo, I grew up in East New York in 1985. Corona should be scared of me, yo. I was telling Juju that too. I was like, come on, man. Corona, come on. The shit we lived through, you know what I'm saying? I'm damned if I'm going to be taken out by the corona.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It ain't, you know, I mean, I think it's much easier to put fear in people nowadays.
Yes,
because we was living in a constant state of fear.
And I admire it, and I'm okay with that. But I try to keep this like free of any negative, you know, that energy. So we
dig it.
You know how we get down. MC name? Did you have another MC name other than Jeru The Damaja?
I was just Jeru. That's it. Like I never really had a cool MC name and nothing. I was always just
Jeru is.
I like my name.
I know it's the real name.
I like my name. Right. I like my name. So, and you know, I used to write graffiti as well.
Beautiful.
And you know, and I had a name. One of my graffiti names was Exile. And I used to show my mom's my pieces and stuff. You know, I was young, and she's like, "But why you want to be an exile?" She's like, "Why don't you call yourself like King or Conqueror or something like that?" She's like, "Call yourself something positive. You don't want to be an exile. You know what an exile is, right?" So like that's one thing. My mom, she always encouraged me she always encouraged us, me and my sister, everybody in my family, just to be more of claim the things that you want to be. You know what I'm saying? That claim what you are. Don't claim negative stuff. She never let us claim negativity.
So you come out and you tell me you dabbled in dancing in the music, the Manifest video, Exile.
Oh, I'm nice with popping and all that.
Yeah. No, but this is.
I'm from that was the time, yo. D.
For
you
real.
know what I'm saying? It's like.
This is true.
See, this is the difference. This is the difference between now and then, and everybody has their saying the difference between now and then type shit. But what I'm saying is this: rap and everything is so huge now, right? That people imitate the art. When we was growing up, it was the art imitating life. Now it's life imitating art. When we was growing up, it was the art imitating our daily lives. You was going finding refrigerator boxes and bringing. We was playing in the junkyards and all of that shit.
Now,
you know.
Now, when you talk about art imitating life, what's wild about Daniel Hastings' choices? Wrath of the Math album cover pretty much looks like the Con Edison explosion in New York City last year, and Sunrises in the East has
look like
the
World
similarity of
right.
that. You know, I once did a post comparing the both album covers, but what was that vision of both, and is it just coincidence?
Well, you know, this is I mean, I guess you could say it's a coincidence, but you know, I'm an artistic individual. Like I love art. I love photography. I'm a photographer as well. I'm a budding filmmaker. You know, I shoot my own videos and all that type of stuff. So, you know, whenever anything you saw that had to do with me, that represented me, I had some type of input in it. That I always sat down and kicked it with the guy who's doing it. Like, for instance, with the first album cover, they had hired somebody else to do the album cover. I fired that person and got Daniel because I had met Daniel on the photo shoot with Guru and those dudes. So, and we had started talking and we was cool and all that stuff. And he was telling me, you know, he's Panamanian. I got cousins from Panama and all that. And we just talk, he was just Daniel, you know Daniel. Yeah. He's just a cool dude, a cool, real dude. Mm-hmm. So we sat down and we talked about it. He was like, yo, the sun rises in the east. And we start talking and he's like, what's your vision? Because that's the type of photography he is. That's why all his covers look so unique. And that's what it is about any good artist, no matter what you do, whether it's rhyming, whatever, if you're not having feedback into that part, it's like, for instance, with Premier. Premier never just came and threw you a beat. It wasn't like that with us. Right. We would sit down, he'd be like, yo, come on. And we would listen to things. And then when we found something you found something that you liked, he'd be like, what about that? And then he would hook it up and put his thing on it so that it always had your essence inside. Because it wasn't just something, of course, if he gave you something, you're going to jump on it. But that's just not the process
right.
that we went through when he did it. He made sure that you liked it because he knew you had the rhyme on it. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people think that they be like, oh, they think that Preem just threw us beats. Nah, we sat down and he let you hear a bunch of stuff.
Yeah,
he had the records.
What it was. Yeah.
He would have mad records. That's the old digging thing. And he would just be playing the records. He'd be like, yo, like, I'm the man. He was like, yo, I got an idea for this thing. And he let me hear that. Boom, 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 boom. I was like, oh, my God, bro. Oh, my God. And he was like, yo, I'm going to hook it up. And that's all he always say. He going to hook it up. And for Come Clean, he had the drums first. He let me hear the drums first. He like, yo, come by my crib. And we gonna listen to some records. And we start listening. And we listened to about, I guess, 5 records. So we didn't make it past. Once we got to that record, and it was all that noise, we just looked at each other like, yo, He like, yo, you want me to loop it like this or you want me to loop it like that? I'm like, yo, loop it like that. And he's like, all right. And he's like, all right, I'm gonna hook it up. He put it a little bit, and then he just sent me home with it. I wrote the rhyme right in the whip. My man, Rome Whip. You know, but like I said, you know, Preem is a genius, and I think the true genius of it is the thing that he would fill you out.
Yeah.
He would, like, a lot of people don't know that. You know, people talk about the greatest albums, and I was in the studio when a lot of the greatest albums were done. I was in the studio when Nas did Illmatic. It used to be me, Preem, and Nas. Preem used to come to scoop me up. I used to roll the blunts. Nas would write the rhymes. Preem, and the way Preem worked, it wasn't like he would come with beats. He would work on shit right there. It would you be in the kitchen while we cooking. You know what I'm saying? He cooking up the beats. Nas cooking up the rhymes. I'm rolling up the blunt. So it was always that process where it was so much of you in what he did.
In real time.
Right, he did that. You understand what I'm saying? He pulled you into it. It wasn't just the thing. So you felt so much part of the process. That's why you got into it so hard. You know what I'm saying?
So you come out and you recently did the NPR, and I just want to tell people to go and check out
the home joint. Yeah,
that was really dope. If you could give me the timeline for what I'm about to get into, what is your relation to 10 Crack Commandments?
I actually did a joint for Angie Martinez when she had the Hot 5 at 9.
Right.
And 10 Crack Commandments, the beat for 10 Crack Commandments was the beat for the Hot 5 at 9.
Right. And the only version that's available that's on YouTube, unfortunately, has me yelling at Black because Premier plays it on a show that he was my guest on. So it's hilarious. However,
I you know what? When I go back to the crib, I'm gonna send you a version. I got the clean version. You know what I'm saying? I got the clean version.
That makes my hip hop hair stand up.
I think I was like, Este Caliente, Cinco a la Nueve, or some shit with Hot 97, with Angie Martinez. Who said? Like, yeah, and you know, that's why a lot of people, and this is another thing people get twisted. People think that I had something with Biggie.
Okay, so now like there is a photo with Biggie wearing a jersey with your Jeru The Damaja shirt under it. I'm sure you've seen it.
Right.
I was told, I think that he also was running, which he opened for y'all in a couple of times for you.
Yeah, that was my man. Big was my man. We used to smoke weed together on the porch, you know, all around the corner.
Right.
I know my first apartment, Rick, the dude Rick, his brother who used to run with Junior Mafia, his brother was my landlord. Like, Kim, I used to hang out with Kim. Used to be in the studio with us all the time. Biggie was my man. Like, the whole thing, when I did the one day thing, I wasn't even thinking about him. But it just came off that way because I was cool. You know what I'm saying?
It almost felt...
And Prima tell you that, so it got a little misconstrued.
Right, but we
you know, I was actually upset at Puffy.
As a hip-hop fan, we appreciated that a yin and a yang could exist. You know, and that's how we were looking at it. Like, in our coming up, we had De La and we had Onyx. I'm not saying they were going at each other. Right. It was just two different types of greatness.
We had all types of different things. And this is for all these so-called fans and these young people and stuff like that. Remember this. I was saying motherfuckers' names.
You did.
If I was coming at you, I was saying your name. So if I didn't say your name, then I wasn't talking to you. We from that era. I'm not gonna pussyfoot around it. I'm gonna say your name. You. And that's what it was. So I never said her name because it had nothing to do with Junior Mafia. Even like, and like I said, Prima tell you this too, the beat for Playing Yourself. We had already did that. Then we was like, oh shit, niggas did that. You know what I'm saying? So
it wasn't. Already. Yeah, I hear what you're saying. It was just timing.
It was coincidence. So, but I mean, it was what it was. I was a little mad at Puffy at the time because I was childish, so that's why I said his name.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Because it's a little situation and it was nothing. And you know what? And as I look back,
in retrospect, but this is why this is great.
I was a child.
Yeah.
I was a child.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of things about my life. I was a child. You know what I'm saying? Even how I was coming with certain things. I was never lying. I was never telling lies. I was never misleading. but the way that I was doing it, I could have done it more effectively. But now, because I was a child, and I call that the arrogance of ignorance.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? That's youth.
Mm-hmm.
When you think you know everything, but when you don't really know shit. You know what I'm saying? It's like I said, I was on the right course, but that's why I said my new joint, a little knowledge could be dangerous. That's how the saying goes. But I wasn't mature enough. For the things that I was trying to do, I wasn't mature enough because I had too much of that East New York still in me. You know what I'm saying? Now, like nowadays, I deal with the highest form of understanding, and that's love. You know what I'm saying? Love is understanding elevated. So I could see things the way I couldn't see things before. And you upset, right? Like you grew up in the hood. You know what it is. You upset. You get treated bad. You get treated hurt. You see all the injustice that's done to our people and all that, and you mad. You know what I'm saying? You mad. But there's so many different ways to handle that. See, we don't realize that we becoming them, and you can't win like that. Like if we playing chess and we both make the exact same moves, nobody's gonna win. It's gonna be a stalemate.
And someone who was always, I grew up a fan of the Buffalo Bills when it became to football. So they never won anything they never won the Super Bowl, right? And then then you know, with hip hop, everything that I was like super passionate about wasn't getting that light that I wanted it to get. Your stance, if I can say that, at that time, it empowered me the same way Chubb Rock dissing drug dealers on his album on the shoutouts. It empowered me to believe that wasn't the only way it could be. You understand what I mean? Right. And I appreciated that. But this is Show Off Your Gems, and you doing a lot of dropping the gems, and I appreciate
always it. All my gems are mental. I show those off on the daily, but I got two things.
Go.
I got two things, and these two things only probably a few people got. It's rarer than rare. All right. Number one, we talk about the 28th anniversary of Daily Operation. The first tour I ever went on. 1992, EPMD. Gang Starr was opening up for EPMD.
If you could put it closer.
The Daily Operation album. The Daily Operation album just dropped. And this is the first tour. This is my first time I ever went on tour.
Oh, wait,
K Solo and Das Effects? It was the EPMD tour with K Solo, Das Effects, Redman.
Show us.
Rocking it.
Like, I really want to see it because I see the other logos.
Hold on. All right, so this is the first ever tour that I went on. Can you see it?
Yeah, Schumer.
That was the management for EPMD back in the days, 1992. This is the first time we went on this tour, and check it out. The day that this tour started, EPMD was shooting a Headbanger video. It was raining like crazy. We were in a van. It was me, Dap, Suge, Gordon, Guru, and Premier. And we got in the van and we went to the EPMD video. We talked to those brothers for a minute, and then we went on the road and we started ahead of them. Cause you know, they had fancy the tour buses and all of that. We had the custom van from Vantastics, I think the name was the spot. And that's the first tour that I ever went on. That's the first time I got to do I'm the Man. That's when my chick game just went to a whole nother level. My boosting game was crazy because we was in states with no alarms. Now, we would go to malls and just go take everything.
Were you ever hit? Because I was boosting, but out of curiosity, I had Thurston Howell on here, and I was talking about Macy's. Were you ever in that much, or you was just sticky fingers?
I was just a thief.
Yeah.
I was just like, any opportunity that, you know, we came up like that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, I went to Franklin K. Lane with all the dudes from Cypress and Pink Houses and all Little Tut and all of them dudes. We was in high school together, you know, so everything I did was crime based. You know what I'm saying? Like you had to do that to survive. It wasn't like it wasn't an option. You know what I'm saying?
So I'm not sure if you've seen this. I had posted this, and I'm only showing this again because it has to do with Gangstarr. And this is a real Metro card. And in the back is the Gangstarr Moment of Truth advertisement that they went on it.
That's when they started doing that. Word.
And it was mind blowing. But you know, things like this is like, you know, it's priceless. And you know, a gem like your laminate that, and I know you must have so many because you've
I got millions of laminates, but this is the first one.
That's beautiful.
This is the first real one that like I said, it's the hit squad. It was a hit squad.
Who's on that
squad,
tour?
1992.
Say all the artists.
So it was DOS Effects, K Solo, Redman, and Gang Starr. And Gang Starr was opening up.
Yeah.
Right? So like because EPMD, and that's when DOS Effects was like, you know, they was just breaking out here and Redman, all of that. So that was a crazy tour. That's like I said, this is the first official tissue tour where I was Jeru The Damaja.
That's beautiful.
You know what I'm saying? Like where I came and I did I'm the Man, and it's funny when Eric Sermon, he said, and you know, now EPMD, people don't know this, EPMD is one of my favorite hip hop groups of all time. You know what I'm saying? Like real talk. I went to actually high school with my man Jamel, Eric's cousin, and to Lane. Like I said, I went to Lane, so I went to a lot of dudes, and it's like this. I love EPMD, so to be on tour with EPMD was crazy. And then the fact that Eric Sermon came up to us like before the show, he's like, "Yo, you gonna do that I'm the Man joint?" And me and Silk just looked like, "Oh word, yeah, I'm gonna do that joint," you know. And so and it was, and when I would come out and he said Jeru The Damaja, doom 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 doom, you know, that this right here changed my life. You know, and it's appropriate that it's all on this day. Like, it changed my life forever. Like, I'm sitting here in Berlin in my living room, you know, packing up because I feel like I'm going to move somewhere. I think I'm moving to the Netherlands.
Yeah.
So I'm already starting to pack up. I got y'all saw my apartment. I got my little boxing thing in the middle of the room. You know, I got things all over. I'm packing up. But, you know, I'm in Berlin. Like, I'm East New York, like you said, dude, from the crack era. I'm sitting in my living room in Berlin with my drum machines and all my stuff, and I can speak German, and I go to the German store, and you know, things, and the crazy. So after this date, we went on the European tour, and that was me, Dad, once again Gordon,
Hood Rats in Europe.
Oh man, listen, I was getting anything that wasn't locked down, my G. Yo, we would go to hotels, and you know how out here the hotels, like the smaller hotels at night, there's no reception.
Yes.
There's no son. We was calling America on the phone downstairs with the tape coming out. We ripping it off, thinking they can't see that. Any liquor that was there.
Yeah.
We would leave hotels with 20 bottles of liquor. Everybody is jingling in their room like. It was crazy. It was a great time. It changed my life. So, it changed my perspective on the world.
You being from Brooklyn, also talking about the early years of Wu-Tang and prior to even Wu-Tang existing. I've had several wonderful encounters with Old Dirty Bastard, and I'm curious.
Oh, that's my dude. That was my dude.
I'm curious if you have any spectacular ODB stories, because he's one of those type of cats who.
Oh man, listen. I can tell you a million different stories. I can tell you one time, because I'm like, I had my record deal, all that. I never ever was not Jeru. I never was on no funny. You always catch me downtown Brooklyn, wherever. I still ride the train, all of that. My deal, whatever. I be on the train. I ain't never been afraid. None of that. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm downtown one day. I'm going to Macy's. I see Old Dirty in front of Macy's, and shit. So, you know, we start talking. I'm like, yo, what you doing? He like, yeah. I'm taking applications from baby mama. You know what I'm saying? And he had a pen and a paper, and he was actually asking chicks, "You want to be my baby mama? Sign it right here. Give me your phone number." Yo, it was real like that, you know. And then I used to see him all the time. Him, Buddha Monk. We used to hang out the arena.
Yeah.
And we used to go to Palladium right after the arena because they wasn't too far. And so, but we used to be out late because I used to know bartender chick there. So, you know, we be in there. So one night we was in there, we chilling. So, you know, Old Dirty, I see him. He like, "Yo, God, got nominated for a Grammy." You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And we like, yo, hey, son, I be bugging, you know, like, what you mean you got nominated for a Grammy? We think he just talking, you know what I'm saying? But that's one thing about Old Dirty, he never just talked. Everything he said was real.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and if you knew him, you knew that. So we knew it was something, but we ain't like, Wu-Tang ain't get nominated for no Grammy.
Uh-huh.
And then that night we went, and it's the joint with Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
Yeah, so like I said, he and the way he said, 'cause he be throwing 40s at cats.
I've witnessed a lot of amazing things with that human being.
I've seen him just bust out freestyle in middle of clubs, get mad low on the ground.
I've seen him do it at Broadway Junction at 7 a.m. Wildin'. So the Mariah Carey music video, he had the record label give him $10,000 to purchase because he said it was for items he has to purchase to wear in the music video.
Right.
He said a rep from Mariah's camp went shopping with him, and he bought like traveling trunks. He bought like his wife, his family stuff. They said when he showed up to the video, he didn't even have any clothes. He was like, "Yo, I need clothes." But he was, you know, he was amazing.
A unique individual that you know, that the world is gonna miss. You know what I'm saying?
Jeru,
like I said, I've run into him all types of times, all types of places. You know what I mean? And he's always the same, unapologetic.
Yes.
Old Dirty.
Yes.
And you know, and I want to give a shout out to his son, Young Dirty.
Yes. Yes, you know, actually his family and the legacy that Wu-Tang is holding up is really nice.
Yo, he's a spitting image. That's his reflection like crazy. Like even when we had a conversation out here in Berlin, and I'm just looking at Jamel like, yo, he's his father's son. You know what I'm saying? We actually did a record together. That it's me, Young Dirty, Master Killer. And the RZA produced it when we were out here in Berlin. I don't know what the RZA's doing with it now, but
spectacular.
You know,
no, but
we recorded it one night. But yeah, that was a good time. Right, when brothers came out here. That's one thing I like about here, because when everybody come out here, I get to see brothers.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Because I'm here, so and you know I could show brothers around. You need something, trees, whatever. I could
maneuver.
You know.
Like a Brooklyn
make that happen, right? Restaurant, whatever.
All right,
you know?
So you hit us with a gem, and we need to see that other gem, me.
All right, so this is the next one. Now the reason that this one is crazy is because this is when it's truly official. This is the Hard to Earn tour, and this is the first time I was Jeru the Damaja, and on that you see who headlining?
Yeah,
Jeru the Damaja, Nas, and MOP.
Ooh.
This is a Hard to Earn. So that was 1994. So that was 2 years later. So the Sunrise in the East album came out in 93. It just came out. Actually 94, right? The album came out. And this is when I was Jeru the Damaja. And this is that first tour, you know. And after this, when we went on tour, I had my own. We was on the bus.
Yeah.
You know, it was like that. Like that was the craziest tour that I ever. It was two tours that I went on that were nuts. The tour with Gang Starr was me, Gangstarr. That was the Hard to Earn tour. My man MC Mello from London, my man Jonesy D, DJ Pogo. We did a tour, and a tour I did with the Roots. The next year in '95 and '96. Those are the craziest tours I went on in my life. So many memories, and but yeah, so those are two laminates, because those are like the first. You know what I'm saying? That's like when I was Jeru The Damaja. Like the first one was I was just still sidekick. Jeru The Damaja, you know what I'm saying?
Trying to figure
and
it
then
out.
the next one, it was like I had my own move, you know what I'm saying? And that was a crazy tour too. That was a crazy tour. Like shout out to my brothers MOP, like smart, even MOP. Like I met them dudes before Preem and them. I met Billy on the train.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? I met Billy on the C train. I was on Rockaway. I was coming national because I was still in the East. So I jumped on the train at Liberty. I'm going through, and Rockaway. I see two brothers get on. It was Billy and what's his name? Boom Bang. R.I.P. And Billy, he's looking at me. You know what I'm saying? And like, you know, and them was those days. You know what I'm saying? Like, dudes was looking at. So you know, and then he start coming towards me. So I stand up like, yo, what's up? He like, yo, you Jeru The Damaja? I'm like, yeah, what's up? He like, yo, I'm Billy Dance from MOP. I'm like, oh shit, what's up? You know, when we start kicking it. And then when Gang Starr was getting ready to do, because they got that deal. This is for the first tour when they got that deal on you know, on EMI for the daily operations joint. And they was doing the tour, and they was like, yo, who should we bring with us? And I was like, yo, bring MOP. Me and Dad was like, yo, we got to bring MOP. Yo, they BK right there. Like, that was BK. I was like, yo, that's BK. Got to bring MOP. And Preem reached out to Lays, and the rest is history.
So now,
you know what I'm saying?
So now you're here in these present times, and what I want you to kind of like, you know, before you break on out, just like what keeps that battery full in your back. You are someone who you know, me and you, funny enough, in Colombia at the end of everything, we're just sitting in the lobby building about, like, you know, the spirit of staying hype and being, and you know, and just
right.
Making everything, working the angles. What keeps you fired up, you know, to continue at the pace that you do?
First things first, you know what I'm saying? I woke up, I got all my fingers, eyes, ears, and toes, and I'm in control of all my mental faculty. That's number one. Number two, I wasn't built to give up. I'm not where I want to be yet. No matter what I've done in life, I have different visions for myself. See, and no matter what other people's visions are, what other people, because people like to keep you in the past.
Yes.
They like to keep you somewhere else. And yeah, that's great. I love all the stuff that I did. I love that. I appreciate it. I'm glad that I lived from it. But I'm constantly moving on to the future. And I have a lot of skills, and I have a lot of ambition. Like I said, I have a lot of things I want to do. And I wasn't built to quit. I was built to reach my goals. You know what I'm saying? I was born in East New York, and like you said, we came in. Listen, it's mad dudes that they didn't make it. They didn't make it. I done been stabbed. I done been all types of everything. Beat up bad, 50, 60 dudes. You know what I'm saying? I done caught it by D-sets, all types of things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and I done. One time a dude had me under pressure. This dude from the hood, he put a gun in my face, pulled the trigger. Shout out my man Jerry, shot, it didn't go off. You know what I'm saying? And I'm still pressing. So I wasn't built. I've been through all of that. I'm not built to. I'm built to last. I'm a OG. I'm built to last. I'm not built to quit. And that's all it is. Do things go all my way all the time? Not at all. Have I been beaten down and knocked down and all that? Yes, sir. But I'm gonna get up every single time. Unless I just can't get up. You know what I'm saying? I ride till the wheels fall off, the engine drop out. And I'm going to just grab that motherfucker and pull. Because, you know what I'm saying? This is what life is for. You know? And that's how I feel. I'm exploring. I'm so blessed. I've gotten to see so many things and so many people. And I've met people all over the world. I've been all over the world. I'm a dude. I know dudes who's still on the same corner. I can go to the hood right now.
Yeah.
There's dudes that's on the same exact corner right now.
Right.
And haven't been anywhere. I've done all types of things. I've done things that people, I'm 49 years old. I've done things that people save up for their whole life. They haven't been to one of the places I've been. I got 6 passports. My passport got filled up 6 times. So I'm blessed. I'm going to keep it moving. And you know what I'm saying? I'm going to keep it pushing. And if you, and whoever, and this goes for whoever out there. If once you quit, it's over. And that's the thing. I'm not quitting. I'm always, I play this game called Lumosity, and I suggest this for all people out there, especially you home now. Go online. It's called Lumosity. It's a brain game. It helps you sharpen your mental skills. And at the end of these games, I've been playing it for years now. They evaluate you. And I have the highest points in is problem solving. I was meant to solve problems. We grew up in problems. You got to get around that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Of course, I look at something and be like, okay, how do I get from here to there? Because you had to know how to move. We was living in a place that was kind of like a demilitarized zone. Like, you walk the wrong place, you step on a landmine, get your arm blown off, get your leg blown off. You know what I'm saying? So you had to be able to maneuver through that.
And you're here, Jeru, and I got to tell you, I admire it, and I'm sure everybody here are, we salute you, and I love you because you're someone who empowered me, with the theme music.
Thank you, brother.
And that has been great, and to be able to, to do that one time in Colombia was an honor. For that as well.
That was a great time too. We had a lot of fun. The show was crazy too.
I mean,
shout out to the beating us crazy ass Juju.
Yeah. So,
my brother.
So Jeru, thank you. It's an honor to have you here. Continue to be amazing. Continue to inspire us, and continue to be a world traveler, bro.
Word, and tell everybody out there while I'm here, I got to go to my website, JeruTheDamaja.com. I got my new music coming. And like the future is gonna be amazing, man. And I've been training for this my whole life, and that's why this whole social distancing, this is a reset for me. I've been practicing for this for years. I've been social distancing. You know what I'm saying? I always roll dolo. So but like I said, D, thanks for having me, brother. Peace, love, light. You know what I'm saying? You one of the real ones. I know you for years, and we always run into each other, and we always have a great conversation. Because we always have things to talk about, and it's always different things. It's not just the same thing. We always talk about different things. It's not like, we talk about. So, like I said, and it's real, you're a real brother. That's why as soon as you hit me up, I'm like, you know what? I'll do it. I don't be really wanting to do shit. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, But you hit me, I'm like, we good. You know what I'm saying? Whatever. It's all good.
Thank you,
So
Jeru.
That's what's up, D. Word up. Everybody, follow him there. I Destroy. If you're not, funny guy. He's one of them Latinos that he likes to call himself so much,
I appreciate it greatly, and I want to encourage everyone. He's got T-shirts, he's got hats, he's got socks, he's got hoodies, he's got all types of stuff on that website.
And most of all, D, I got some jewels for you up here. So get the music, you know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And listen, because I'm coming out of this. I want to start a new movement. I want us to really realize, like, look around what's happening now. Look where all the turn up money holding dudes is at right now. They bunkered down and they don't got nothing for none of y'all. They ain't got no message. They don't got nothing. Where brothers like Destroy, he like, all right, boom, I got to do something for the people. Come on, let's rock. We doing stuff for the people. So I want y'all to realize that who y'all leadership is, who y'all heroes are when you out there. So y'all looking up to them dudes in the club. The club is dead.
Yeah.
Everything, all that's dead. You can't go shot. You can't do none of that.
Yeah.
Look, know who your leaders are. Know who the brothers is. Who's gonna help your community grow and help us as people. We gotta start loving each other as people and get to that higher plane so that we get off of this bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
For sure.
But anyway, that's enough of that. I'ma go. I'm hungry now. It's like 2 a.m. One love.
I'll see you later. Right now is everybody who's watching opportunity to send a request, and we can see your gems. Salute to Jeru The Damaja. We appreciate you, and we love you, and I love you. Thank you so much.
Thank you, bro.
Someone send a request right now. Jeru's hit that.
I'm out.
Send that X, and then we're going to get to the next head right here. This is Showoff Your Gems. My name is Destroy, and we're going to pick the next individual. I want everyone who is here, get your stuff together. Every weekday, 7 p.m. All right, next up, I have coming up right here. Next up is Puerto Rico Rob, a great human being, a friend, and somebody whose collection is super respectable. Zenobia, I try to grab yours. Hold on. So now we're waiting for the next person to come on here. So once again, that was beautiful. It's connecting, and this is my homegirl, Zenobia Simmons, who is in here. What are you doing? The hell are we looking at? What is this, the trap house?
Don't put me on TV like that. You didn't even tell Gay. Ew. Look, I'm cooking dinner and shit. Damn, G. Look, I got all my fixes.
Hi, Zeno.
Hi, everybody.
Destroy
so got me on blast. What's up?
I know. So you sent the request. I thought you was ready to show.
Yo, I was not. Okay, so what are we doing? Since you got me out here now, no fucking makeup. No, I'm good. Let's go. Let's go.
If you want to come on another day when you ready with your goods.
No, fuck that. I'm back. Can I cuss?
Not in America. So
all right.
So Zenobia.
What you need?
Hold on. So everyone is watching. Zenobia Simmons is a beautiful human being who I met in my years as a rollerblader in my biker shorts, and she was like, "You should rap and release records." And then she actually was the arsonist publicist that made it possible for us to be in a lot of great things. Now, you wasn't only working with us, you also worked with Noriega. And there's a list of everyone that I'm sure you can
Long
name.
Long list. And remember, I even managed the arsonist. We all went overseas. And are we gonna talk about that or no? That was crazy. But you guys were awesome though. You guys were one of my favorite groups to ever manage. It was I love you guys.
You're being very nice, but one of the gems I got from you and your homegirls, I remember one time you was like, he's acting very mailroom. You was talking about somebody else.
No, cause not you. Your friend.
I know. I was one of the girls. I was one of the women in the. I was like,
oh, yo.
So I learned like as far as how to carry myself from that, because I'm like in the back, like, oh word, that's how they perceive that, and I'm here trying to matter, and I'm like, okay.
That was being great. Yeah, because you can't be, just hold on. See, look, I'm cooking up.
What are you doing? What are we doing? We in somebody's house. Zeno, I'm trying to run the show-off show here. Listen.
Okay, my fault. I'll be very professional now. Hold on. Let me go into my hip-hop room. Let me turn my shit off so it don't burn.
I need your guy.
All right, let me go into my hip-hop room so we can see some of my gems. Hey, everybody, you guys. Destroy, this is one of the many reasons I love you. So, should I start? I'm going to start with my pictures first.
Go.
Cool? All right. So, if you guys can see, let me try to do it so you can see it right.
You have to turn it around. Can you turn the camera around so we can see it?
I can. Let's do that. Hold on. But then I want to make sure I'm seeing it right. So, hold on.
Yeah.
So, can you see it? You got the KRS?
Oh, yes.
Boom.
Oh, that's the autograph photo that he used to autograph, right?
Yeah. Yup.
Keep going.
So we got, this is kind of high. Can you see up this high?
You gotta bend it. Turn it more up.
Oh, hold on. Like that?
Yeah, there you go. Okay, who's that?
Ahmad. Remember from back in the day? Autograph.
Keep
Busted. Scarface.
Yeah.
In the house. Autograph. The Green-Eyed Bandit. Autograph.
Sermon.
Eric Sermon. Okay, these are not autographed, but they're also dope.
Yeah, but they're beautiful.
We got an old OG Snoop Dogg with the Death Row logo in the corner.
Woo!
You see it?
Yes.
Can you see it? Okay. Then we're moving over here. We got Nas. looking fresh. Okay, we're coming over some more. We got volume 10, pistol grip talk. In my left at all times. Okay, this is R&B. It's Anthony Hamilton. This is R&B too, but it's D'Angelo. Come on, that's amazing.
Of course. You know
what? But you see, remember the in-stores? You see the little D'Angelo posters in the background?
Yeah.
Then we got my homie, Joey Crack, in the house. And then one of my gems, a true gem right here. Run DMC.
Wow.
Right?
Of course.
How dope. Then it gets better though. Fight Dog.
Oh, that's so beautiful, Zeno.
Right? That's when we were in LA. It was he had this 12-inch record called Bend Over.
Yes. Yes.
Yep, and I was doing the PR and the radio run with him, with Crystal, with my homegirl. This is kind of R&B, but still honorary. Chico DeBarge.
Ooh, Chico.
Chico.
Trying to
that was the year
to some Chico music.
Right. That album came out. Oh my God, amazing. And then we got the Wu-Tang.
Oh, you got the.
Look with the loud logo and shit, and the old RCA logo.
Yeah, hit them hearts.
Hit them. And then we got me and Naughty by Nature.
Yes.
Classic. All right, and then hold on. Now we're moving over to the other one. Damn, I gotta see. Let me see if I can get this wall good. This wall is pretty dope. And all the pictures on this one are taken by Arnold Turner. We gotta give shout out to Arnold Turner. So hold on, I'm trying to do it so you can see it.
Okay, do your thing.
Okay, so can you see it?
Yes.
Okay, so it's all right. Craig Mack and Jamie Foxx.
Damn it.
Jamie Foxx got the Fila sweatsuit on.
She said the Fila.
Fila sweatshirt. Remember those hats?
Yo, Zeno, let me ask you a question. Are you turning the camera around?
What? Turn it like this?
No.
You go on. I need your assistance.
And there's a button that turns it to the other side.
Oh, like that.
There you go.
Now I got it. Yeah. Destroy is saving lives out here. Helping your girl.
Now, give it to us.
Okay, that's better. All right. Craig. So it's Craig Mack and Jamie Foxx.
Beautiful. Craig
Mack again. And both of these are at, let me try to get it better. This is at House of Blues.
Wow.
In LA. Then we got my gym over here, Snoop and Biggie.
Okay, now you're turning the camera, but you need
there. Better.
Yo,
you can see it
now,
now, right?
You had a phone in your life. You just had a beep.
I hate all this. I never do. This is my first one, Detroit. This is my first IGLive. I ban Zoom in my house. I don't fuck with that. I hate that shit. You know, I don't like people to know what I'm seeing my shit.
I love it. Snoop Dogg.
Okay, so I love that picture. That is so dope. Fire. And now this is all the same night. So then we got Biggie performing on the stage. One of his first West Coast appearances. Biggie and Puffy.
Woo.
Right? And then we got Biggie and Puffy on stage again. Ooh, and then this one is so crazy. Because look, it's Biggie, Puffy, and Flex. And what's dude's name? You remember the dude? He was from
That's
I think it was it Hits? No, him. He was from
I don't know who he is.
Lee Cadena.
Okay.
Lee Cadena. But look at Biggie's face though.
Yep. How you get that unreleased? I ain't even released it. How'd you get it?
Right? And then we'll move over here. The greatest day in hip hop history.
Yes.
Give it to Zenobia Simmons.
Beautiful.
By Double XL. Boop, 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 boop. That's dope. And then wait, I got more. Hold on, let me try to do it so that it's not too crazy. Okay, hold on. So come ride, take the ride with me real quick. It'll be worth it.
You got 2 minutes.
Okay. We got Little Kim at the VMAs 2000. Boom. See that was so dope. I actually went that year. That was so much fun. All right, and then we got Michael, you see it?
Yeah, Michael Burnett Bib.
Michael Benabib. No, Benabib, I'm just playing. No, it's Michael Benabib, but the beauty of that, you see the towers, and like
yeah.
He was a hip hop photographer. So he did a bunch of stuff with look, that's Mobb Deep.
Nice.
Yep, and then that's the same series, because that and that, they're both puffy. Like that and that, because he did a bunch of stuff for Bad Boy.
Oh, I understand.
But he was also, the homie. So he was the photographer. Stop, move Sadie. Sadie's trying to get in here. Sadie's hip hop.
Show off your dog. What up?
Sadie is hip hop. MC Sadie. Okay, wait. And then, what else do I have? Damn, James. Okay. Then we got Confessions of a Beat Junkie.
Yes.
Produced by Prince Paul. You know what that, remember the Casingles?
Yes.
This is an official Casingle. Casingle. Check that out. The Casingle is popping. And then, damn, I had one more really good one that I was going to show you. But I don't know where it is.
30 less than 30
I don't know what it is.
seconds.
One more hot fire. Oh, here it is. Hold on. I got to turn the light on. Paper magazine cover. Little Kim. Hardcore. It was a cover story. Little Kim and Bell Hooks. Yo, how dope is that? That was one of my favorite album covers.
Zeno is
just
counting
the whole
down.
shit.
I love you. Show off your gems.
I love you too.